Welcome back to Supercar Garage. As you can see behind me, we have a beautiful P13. We just got done building the engine, meth injection. This thing should see north of 1100 horsepower or so. The last piece of the puzzle, and I'm sure is a headache for most of you out there, sticky buttons. We all know we drive around with Coca-Cola, Dr. Pepper, whatever sweet drink you enjoy, hit the brakes, and all of a sudden splashing all over your active panel gear selector. These buttons get sticky. It's just gonna happen. Today I'm gonna show you how to first remove this and then clean it, get it back in there and get it working right. Let's take a look. First step to removing your active and gear selector panel, you're going to want to take your plastic pry tool, and this is a difficult step, but you're going to want to bring it right on the side here and pull this up. I told you that was super difficult. You're going to take your 3mm hex bit, and you got two bolts here and here. We're just going to get right on top of that. Alright, so now we're free. The only thing holding us in right now are a few little plastic clips that go right along the outside rim here. And we also have a couple of cables to pull out. Again, we're going to use our plastic tool. And we're going to try to get it just behind, or in between rather, the plastic pieces. And at the same time, we're going to kind of pull up on the gear selector. Just very carefully, and work your way around until you're free. Alright, now we just have our connector here. You're going to want to squeeze this little tab and then pull straight out. And you got one more, same thing, but you're going to have to push the tab in and then pull down. And now we're free. Let's take it to the table and clean it out. Now that we have this on the bench, we're going to start by removing 10 bolts. We have 5 on the gear selector part and 5 on the active panel. Man, that's sticky. That's gross. The screws aren't even coming out because of the Coke or wherever it's sticking. So the customer complaint on this one is going to be, along with the sticky buttons, is going to be this little mark right here, and we're going to replace that for him with this one. First step you want to do is you're going to want to remove these metal switches, this metal rim, and this plastic piece here. Plastic piece out. And what I like to do is just try to get my fingers in here and pull. Sometimes they're not so easy though. And this one's going to be a pain. So what I like to do on this situation, I put a rag over the top, grab some needle nose pliers, try to wedge it right in. You gotta make sure it's straight up and down, and then boom, pull up, and now she's free. No scratches, no mess. Last but not least, we're gonna take my little pry bar tool here, pull this up, and just work around. There you go. And now we're gonna work our way around, pulling these tabs out very delicately. This one has a ton of Coke or something right there. There it is. And we're free. There we go. And as you can see, we definitely have some Coke spill or maybe even Dr. Pepper. So we're going to want to clean all that off. And we're going to want to clean where each one of these buttons gets stuck on its little slide. We're going to want to clean that as well. Now that we have our separated parts from the active panel, all this gunk is what we want to get rid of. And even in between the buttons and in between the contacts, all of this stuff right here. So we're going to take our isopropyl alcohol, some Q-tips, and we're just going to clean until it's clean. Step before putting everything back together, I like to put a little bit of this lithium grease right in between the button and where it slides to keep it sliding for a long time. And once you're done with this, you're just going to want to work the buttons. Get the grease in there and then wipe away your excess grease. And then you can put it back together. There we go. Oh yeah. Alright, now we're going to do the same thing we did to the active panel to our gear selector panel. This one just pulls apart pretty easily, unless it's very nasty. We're going to have to clean all this. Let's see what it looks like underneath. I'm kind of scared. Oh, what do you know? Not so bad. All we got to do is clean this up. Clean this up a little bit, definitely clean these up. We'll be back to new in no time. Now we're going to go back together and get it back in the car. Put it back in. Yeah, look at that. All that's left now is to put your 2 bolts in and your trim piece here, and you're good to go.